Scribe's Gate. A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side manages to track down your wagon in the great heights of Mount Elodial. The imp's latest information is about none other than Tizo, who you liberated at the fall of Selium. Everyone says he is the first creature of his kind to come to the Commonwealth. While this unique status brought Tizo no shortage of prestige, he nonetheless experienced difficulty acclimating to the new environment. It seems he grew quite despondent. Then, at last, he managed to track down Volfred's agents, with whom he is working to find a means to bring more exiles home. Thus has the revolution grown stronger. He also left for you a special verbal message via his most trusted messenger, who rears up and intones, Scree-hum! Tizo wants you to know he's doing well, but misses you, and hopes to see you again. You thank the messenger imp for the report, and ask that it relay your kind regards. Your companions soon begin to talk in turn. I guess that makes him an expatriate of sorts, ditching his downside home in favor of the Commonwealth. Who would have thought? Very, very bright, that one. Would have served well as our familiar. Perhaps someday yet it shall be so. I'm so happy for him. I wish I could have had a friend like him when I was there. Oft it is said that good things come in smallish packages, and Tizo stood as living proof. And living he remains apparently. Okay. I shall look forward to our next reunion, Tizo, perhaps when we are back among the stars. The news of Tizo's adventures in the Commonwealth fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. +1 hope for everyone on the next ride. Wish Tizo luck. You stand before the Scribe's Gate with your companions. The Gate Guardian is there as ever, but you sense something different in her. Exiles of the Nightwings, we shall not meet again after the coming rite. Tariq and I, it shall be time we take our rest, I think. Greetings, Celeste. I would tell you that the Nightwings are prepared, though this time I am uncertain anyone amongst us feels thus. We have a duty to uphold, Tariq. And then what, Celeste? And then nothing. Not for the rites or us, not till the dawn of a new age. Now, Nightwing, step forward. Please state your names and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, your fellow exiles approach her, now with sureness in their step. I'll go, Pamitha Thane. I came seeking my blood sister Tamitha's forgiveness, and she ended up in here because of me. Maybe something good can come of it as yet. We are called Big Bertrude. We seek to fulfill the plan of Sandalwood, for we are fond of him and his beliefs, and then to go about our business. Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion at your service. This knight's never-ending quest for honor shan't end here, yet first he has a noble duty to uphold. Oh, my name is Faye, and I am here because the scribes, this is the path that they have shown me, and all of us, and I like it when they call to me. Finally, you step forth once more. You, a crippled scholar who simply wants to see his quest to its completion and who managed to come this far with his group. The Gate Guardian observes you for a moment, then motions past the archway towards the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Except for you, Tariq. You stay right there. I thought you said, the rites are not yet ended, Tariq. He looks to her, and then over to the rest of you. Pardon me, everyone. I shall be there when the stars align. He's going to get smooches! The Gate Guardian and the Lone Minstrel remain together as the rest of you depart. You've gained the summit of Mount Elodial for the 7th time, the final time in which any of you shall have a chance to leave the downside. The final shop. Hey guys. I guess you probably heard the big news, huh? Yeah, I'm going out of business here, I guess. Just hasn't been the same, you know, what with the stars fading out and stuff. Anyway, just wanted to say you guys are great, and I'm sure I'm gonna miss having you guys as customers and all that. But I got some good news, though. All my stuff is on sale now. I will throw a little extra in there just for you, okay? So, enjoy. Maybe I'll see you guys around, okay? Henceforth, all of Falcon Ron's goods are 5% off. I thought it was gonna be like half price. Freaking 5%. Oh my god. I mean, if this is the last ride, I guess I should spend all my money on the drugs. For the next ride, get 4 quickness. For the next ride, get 4 hope. For the next ride, get 4 quickness. For the next ride, get 4 quickness. For the next ride, get 4 presents. For the next ride, get 4 presents. For the next ride, get 4 presents. For the next ride, get 4 hope. For the next ride, get 4 hope. You are gonna be cracked out of your mind. Oh! There we go. You guys really are my favorite customers, you know? Commence the final liberation. Are you winning? We're at the final fight. You've gained the summit of Mount Elodiel for the 7th time. Very few stars remain above to light your way as you await the commencement of the final liberation rite. The lone minstrel finds you clutching the Book of Rites, seeking there perhaps some bit of wisdom that has eluded you thus far. Reader, we may not have a chance to speak again after this. I may have to go. I wish to say that I am grateful for having made your acquaintance, and I shall remember you with fondness. I wish you well this night and always. Go forth with glory. Then, he looks up and extends his hand in friendship. You clasp it. You see Bertrude has joined you. All of your companions are there with her, in fact. Reading 1. Thou art both wiser and less irritating than most others of thy kind. We have learned something from thee, and we are grateful. Well, reader darling, what do you say we give these old scribes a real show to remember then, shall we? Oh, hi, mister. The others, they said they wanted me to join them and come talk to you, so here I am. The scribes are watching us. Mr. Reader, it has been this night's greatest honor to have served with you. Let this be our most glorious stand yet. You look upon your fellow exiles, your companions, with whom you've stood at the downside, and with whom you shall now conduct this final rite. Begging your pardon, but my time has come. We shall see each other soon. He departs. After this night, the outcome of Wolfert's plan, the plan of which you all have been a part, shall be decided one way or another. For now, all you can do is strive to prevail against your fellow final adversary, so that one last companion may go free. You rise to join your fellow exiles as the last remaining stars ignite. The final liberation rite of this age shall now commence. We have to keep going until we're free. Yeah, no, I do not wish to turn on the challenge moments. I did that once, and that was one of my 2 losses.
Look, for one last time, upon the fall of Solium, dear reader. Hear me for one last time. For soon, the few remaining stars shall fade away, leaving you stranded there for your remaining days in that forsaken land where you deserve to be.
Rude.
The rabble that you roused here in the Commonwealth shall be put down.
Not if I send you more rabble.
The exiles whom you
liberated,
liberated
so much rabble.
all shall fall in line. But first, let us get on with this last liberation rite.
All right.
You face
curious if it's going to say everyone is allowed to be
each so
eligible
unlike
now.
the glorious night wings of yore. 'Tis a shame that one of you shall soon be free, for you deserve each other.
Hello, hello, Camel. The pyres burn and each of the triumvirants is present and prepared. But before the lone minstrel can concur as per the custom, not another word. The demon Orlek slowly raises his clawed fingers to his mask. The false nightwings have arrived at last. Long have I awaited this. My freedom once was stolen from me, then I was cheated of it here upon this mountaintop. You may now attempt to take it from me once more. He stands there for a moment silent, then he dons his mask and stands prepared. May these damned rites cease forever for the misery which they caused. He gets plus 40 life. Nightwings, we shall not meet again after tonight, for the cycle of the rites is all but ended. Thus I would have your decision. On whose behalf shall you conduct this final liberation rite? The one whom you anoint, or else the exile Orlek shall be returned. Godspeed, reader. You know what is at stake better than I. I have utmost faith in you to make the best decision and conduct the rite with glory. Nightwings, the star's remaining light grows dim. Your decision, please. It is time now to choose who, if anyone among you, shall go free this one last time. The rest of you shall remain in the downside till the end of your days. One by one you meet the gazes of each of your fellow exiles. Bertrude, Sir Gilman, Pamitha, Faye. Your fellow exiles, your companions, your friends. Together, you have come this far, but now the downside and the rites conspire to tear your group apart and disrupt your plan. Are you prepared to choose one last time? The pressure is too great? Yes, there's no turning back. With but a glance, you reassure your fellow exiles you know what to do.
One final opportunity for salvation. Too bad for the rest of you.
It says he's unworthy. Really surprised by that. I honestly think none of the four of them are really big on going back. She specifically said she doesn't want to go to the Commonwealth. She just wants to get out to go home just to piss off her sisters, which is such a sibling thing to do. He wants honor, but he doesn't really care how. She has made no indication at all or desire to go to the Commonwealth. What's the glowing in the top? Her biography. It's probably glowing because there was some new information there, but I don't really want to filter through that right now. I think she would be stunned if I picked her, so just kind of for the reaction. I tell you that you've made a terrible mistake there, reader darling, but I think you haven't made as many as I have, so I'll try not to mess this up for either one of us. Your choice is cast. As for your other companions, they sense a clarity of thought and purpose in each of them. They stand ready to support Pamitha as well as you.
Who shall lend her support? Bertrude.
Thy will is ours, reading one. Let the remaining stars shed their last light upon our ceremony here. Blessed are the scribes who grant to me and all of us this final chance that we might free our dear friend Pamitha. So, reminder, I used all my money to buy every temporary drug the shop had, and I fed it all to Pamitha. So she should be a very cracked out chicken right now.
The choice is cast.
Those are to be my adversaries, then. And who is it, I wonder, who asserts his will over that group? You sense Orlek searching for you, almost reaching out to you. You, the shadow of the false Nightwings. They are nothing to me, but you who would relinquish your own liberty for sake of them. Strange. It is fitting, then, that I should have to face one such as you. Then Orlek stands at the ready, signaling his two allies to do the same. By light of dawn, the cycle of the right shall cease. Let us see if we can finish this ordeal before that time. The sky above begins to shudder. The final liberation rite is about to commence. Tariq. Aye, I am prepared, Celeste. Then let our song this evening shake the stars themselves. Aye, Celeste, let us make sure of it.
Begin. The final chance at liberation for the age.
Oh, I need stamina. I needed to jump and I had no stamina. Oh, clever girl. The sky rains ash. Soon your pyre's own mingle with them. Just then the skies above begin to rain down fire, the final throes of the cycle of the rites and the ending of the age. That's new. What? That's what you get. So the false Nightwings bear their fangs at last. But this cannot be your finest effort. You think you deserve your freedom more than I? Then fight for it, damn you. Oh, they intercepted! I got the imp, they got me! Damn! That was close.
The orb! Her wings have served her true.
Woo!
Bask in the purified flame.
Game point, unless he cheats. Oralek standing, breathing heavily. He looks back on the thin lick of flame that is his smoldering pyre before turning his attention back to your triumvirate.
How he has changed, that Oralek. Grown
what?
old and bitter.
The harpies are supposed to be invulnerable when charging. But it didn't freaking work that time. Oh. Wait, what?
Contempt.
Dude, that was so disorienting. Oh, too fast.
Quite dangerously close.
Dude, the camera's snapping all over, so disorienting. Alright, they're down one person now.
And there it is.
There we go. When you throw someone into the pyre, they're out for the next round. Since they scored on me, then it was me 3 versus them 2.
Their worth. Their adversaries they defeated utterly. Thus ends the liberation rite. And
now, I don't know that
the scribes have
the Harpy
chosen
lady is going to help the revolution on the other side at all. I think she'll just leave. Not bad there, reader darling. Just another night in the downside, no? You look upon Pamitha for what you expect shall be the last time you see each other. Any moment now the Shimmer Pool will engulf her. Any moment now she shall return to glory and join with Volfred's agents on the Commonwealth to help achieve the plan. Any moment now the cycle of the rites shall end until at least the dawn of a new age. Any moment now...
And thus the scribes have chosen... And thus the scribes have chosen...
Oh no, is she going to be cheated out of it?
And thus the scribes have chosen... No.
Oh no.
Nightwings. Reader, what have you done?
Oh no, does she get cheated out of it? Damn, did we really miss our chance? Each prior time upon the fall of Selium, the Shimmer Pool had opened, following the liberation rite, and taken in whichever exile prevailed. But now all is still, and the light of the stars above has all but died. You sense a growing fear that it is already too late, that the Shimmer Pool shall not reveal itself again. Oralek approaches, his head bowed. The 8 scribes save their greatest treachery for last. Then something else catches his notice. Wait. A sudden rush of starlight cascades through the stillness of the summit. The Shimmer Pool has appeared again, different somehow, but open. Pamitha looks upon it, but it does not engulf her, or at least not yet. It seems I was mistaken then. The 8 scribes, this is not their greatest treachery, it is their greatest jest. The Shimmer Pool is flung wide open. It seems that all are worthy now of freedom. What? Oralek strides towards the Shimmer Pool, but... Halt, Oralek. Oralek glances over at the lone minstrel, almost in surprise. The Shimmer Pool has lost most of its strength. You step inside, and you shall surely drown. Of that I can assure you. He laughs to himself at this. Then we have all been cheated. No, the Shimmer Pool is revealed, and one of you may still return as planned. But as for who returns, someone shall have to choose. Ere the last light of the stars is extinguished and the rites cease to be. This is the final trial of the scribes. The final trial of the scribes. Then, our confrontation, the liberation rite, it was all meaningless. No, the victor of the confrontation is to be the one to make the choice. Among those closest to the scribes, either the anointed or he who anointed them. Wait, me? Then it's sounding rather like I can get out of here, though maybe you can, reader darling. Aye, it shall be either you, the reader, or it shall be either or. Pamitha, please make your decision quickly, lest it shall be forfeit. I do not know for how much longer the light of the stars shall offer you this gift. Quite the dilemma, but I think I know which way I'm leaning here. Reader, darling, do me a favor now. Go, get out of here, before I go start having second thoughts. Pamitha wishes to give up her freedom so that you may regain yours. Very well. Reader, sir, the choice with Pamitha is made, or rather the choice which she gave, it is now yours to make instead. This choice, it may keep bouncing back and forth like this? Absurd. It may, until such time as one of you is willing to accept the burden and the outcome of the choice. That is the trial. And I fear there is little time remaining now. Reader, if you and your companion are too cordial with each other to accept the freedom, either one of you, then I shall gladly take it. Freedom ought to be more than some flirtatious trifle to exchange. But I'm so good at flirting! Reader, what is your will? Choose yourself, choose Pamitha, or choose Orlek. The reader, through the whole story, has been completely selfless. They have thought that there was literally no way they could get out, and yet they went through all of this to try to get every single one of these other people out, despite the fact that they knew, or thought they knew, that they themselves could never escape. And then they're offered this chance at freedom near the end. I don't think it would make them a bad person for taking it. And Pamitha has already made it clear she doesn't really care about the Commonwealth. So she's just kind of like, whatevs. Orlek wants to go back, but I don't know what he's going to do. He's like a terrorist now at this point. And I feel like Pamela would be pretty peeved if I sent Orlek back after she gave the gift to me. After we fought so hard to get it from him. Yes, but he's cute. Oh my god. Choose yourself. Your mind is made up. You have chosen to be free yourself. I see and understand then. It is done. Pamitha looks to you one last time, her heart filled with unspoken understanding. You turn then to the lone minstrel for an instant, but another instant later, he is gone, he and everyone. All you feel is the coldness of the rush of water coursing all around you. Pamitha gave her freedom so that you may yet have yours. May you return in glory.
Godspeed, reader. By the scribes. No stars that remain aloft. The cycle of the rites. It is finished. The Commonwealth. What shall become of it?
If we can, we'll look for the other endings after this.
Nightwings. The opportunity to gain your freedom from the downside. Was it not enough?
Definitely gotta see the ending. Well, also, why are we just a star? Have we not been a humanoid this whole time? That night, an exiled reader returned to the Commonwealth. He was to be the last. The stars had faded and the cycle of their rites had run its course. He found the Commonwealth in a state of unrest. Spurred by the efforts of 5 liberated exiles, Volfred Sandalwood's revolutionary plan incited the masses. These exiles and the starless sky portended the return of the scribes. The rulers of the Commonwealth pushed back. Fighting broke out in the streets in spite of Sandalwood's intentions. It was then that the winged High-Wing remnants chose to strike. Allegations that the High-Wing remnants were in league with Sandalwood were never proven. However, there was no denying the result of the two-pronged attack. After enduring for almost a millennium, the Commonwealth had fallen. The new Saurian Union declared its sovereignty in the next year. Among the changes its elected leaders ushered in, they vowed never to cast people into exile, and they abolished the old Commonwealth decree forbidding literacy. Today, we still remember all of this. And we remember the exiles of the downside, whose deeds led to the dawning of our age, whether they returned or not. Can we go get them? Okay, so the ones with the glowing halos got out. There's one of the enemies that got out. As soon as possible after Tamitha Thane earned back her liberty, she rejoined her sisters of the Highwing Remnants in the mountains north of the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth believed that someone such as she could be rehabilitated through years spent in exile. Instead, her hatred for her ancient enemies intensified. On the night of the scribe's return, the Highwing Remnants were poised to strike the Commonwealth in a decisive blow. They had received credible intelligence about the expected positions of the Commonwealth leadership and of specific weaknesses in the blood border defenses anticipated that night. After surgical procedure, Tamitha could fly again, almost as well as prior to her exile. They unclipped her. She insisted on spearheading the attack with a squadron of the Harp's finest. They descended on their foes exactly as planned. The chaos that had risen in the streets of the Commonwealth that night made for an optimal diversion. Nonetheless, the battle took its toll. Many of Tamitha's sisters fell. She herself sustained many grievous wounds, but ignored them all and fought with terrible fury. By dawn, the leaders of the Commonwealth had been eliminated, and Tamitha was limping back towards the mountains. She would never fly again. Soon after the fall of the Commonwealth, Tamitha attended a debriefing in which she learned her blood sister Pamitha was an accessory to the successful outcome. Tamitha was very skeptical of this, but so many of the Highwing Remnants honored Pamitha that Tamitha soon accepted the prevailing opinion, though grudgingly at first. A messenger imp later arrived bearing some sort of message, seemingly from Pamitha. However, Tamitha turned it away. She forever resisted the impulse to forgive. After the rise of the Saurian Union, Tamitha Thane continued to serve as flight tactician and remained respected and feared even among her kind. However, without a word of wage, she grew more distant ever than usual. Those closest to her surmised that her inability to reconcile with her blood sister was at the heart of this, though for her part, Tamitha never once admitted to any such weakness. Oh my god, there's so many to read. After his liberation, Hedwyn was instrumental in the events leading to the fall of the Commonwealth and was vital to the outcome of the plan. He was the one who led the raid on the stronghold where Archjustice Androboles IX was holed up when the fighting grew fierce. With him there, then and thereafter, was one of the winged harps of the Highwing Remnants, later identified as Fikani Shang. Oh, his girlfriend was a bird lady. Their bond was vital to the peace that followed. In all his days as leader of Saurian Union, Hedwyn oft confided in his friend Jodariel. Despite her intense manner, there was no one whom he trusted more in times when circumspection was required. Hedwyn would often think back about the vow he made at the beginning of his quest for freedom. Though he cherished all the friendships he made, he pledged to Jodariel, Ruki, and the Reader of the Night Wings that they might all be free again together. This promise had come to pass, though he always knew that this was not his own doing. He was always deeply grateful to the other three, his closest friends. While the others who stood with the Nightwings were not all able to remain in contact thus, Hedwyn thought of each of them often, and so in turn did they oft think of him. Oh, they vanish when you click on them. We got her out second. After her liberation, Jodariel soon became an icon of the movement that led to the collapse of the Commonwealth and the rise of the Saurian Union. Her military prowess and experience led to key victories and clashes against Commonwealth loyalists. Each time, she was able to subdue the opposition, avoiding lethal force. In the uncertain times that followed, Jodariel's seasoned expertise often came into play both in matters of security and state. For instance, she conscripted and trained a team of volunteers in public safety. The community did not know what to make of such a cordial bunch at first, but soon came to value their service. They have stood for the people ever since, and we celebrate their founding day each after. She remained close with Hedwyn all through his experience, and they supported each other through their struggles many, many times. She often had to stop herself from fearing for Faye, whom she tried to look after as much as possible in the downside. Soon, she would reassure herself that Faye was very capable of surviving on her own, and in fact, she was not mistaken. She continued training on her own, a regimen that grew stricter with each passing year. There were those who sought to train with her, and she sometimes obliged. There remained one other constant in her life: she would always remember her days among the Nightwings, and with fondness for the most part. After Ruki Greentail earned back his freedom, he returned to a lavish welcome ceremony in the Commonwealth, as was the tendency for liberated exiles. It was everything he could have hoped for, and soon he was well off, surrounded by luxury, and choosing between various exciting opportunities. However, he must have given in to his better judgment, as he did end up siding with Volvert Sandalwood's revolutionary forces, as he promised. On the night of Scribe's return, Greentail kept busy barking orders to Volvert's agents as the situation grew tenser. He took rather well to leadership. When dawn finally came and it became clear to the Commonwealth that everybody knew would be no more, he realized many new opportunities awaited. He began quite a lucrative career for himself, manufacturing and selling replica merchandise inspired by the downside. His main struggle was to meet demand. As an aspect of his conscience cautioned him against making light of such a thing, but the money was too good, and soon his family was as well off as he always said. Greentail always did his best to keep in touch with all his many friends and knew that he owed his fortunes to them. He made a special point of staying close with the group of friends he came to know so well